Hey, good afternoon. It is August the um, 16th, 2025. And I am just doing this live about my Roku camera right here that I installed. And so you can see it right there. So I install the camera. I have to reinstall it every day, which is annoying. But the camera works great. It is just hacked into. So, my review about it is number one, the way that it is set up is not right because it doesn't allow you to pinpoint the location of the camera. So, in order to prevent someone from taking your data and putting it on at another location, which is what's happening to mine, it needs to have um, a little bit more security to it. And then it needs to, which is the security will be done in the app that's associated with it. So the instead of the it scanning a QR code, it needs to also be provisioned to the serial number of the camera, and the serial number of the camera needs to be to one location, and that needs to be through the satellite, um, so that it has GPS monitoring to it, or the same way that you know where your cell phone is. This needs to be done that way. Um, when I did the setup, I immediately said, "This is all screwed up." During the setup, because it's wrong. It's very basic, and it's very genetic, and it doesn't give you any security for putting your information in or protecting um, your data, your information, like this is uploading videos and content of of it could be wherever you have it. So I'll just say protecting your content. So what it needs to have is location set to it, and then it needs to have firewalls set around that so that once you set the perimeter for the camera, it is not recording outside of that. So if you set it for this zone up to this, covering this amount of feet or whatever it's covering in that area, or for example, if I wanted to set it, I'm on Riverdale Road or Highway 85 or wherever I was, and that's the location, then it's not gonna allow for the Wi-Fi signals to put it over on Judson Avenue or in Alabama or in Texas. So for that reason, there is a problem with that because I'm watching the way that the person is able to take my face, put it in another location. When you scan the QR code, that other person has their device opened and lodged. So you're scanning a QR code of a different device that is feeding that camera, and that's not good. So for that reason, it's a bunch of trash. So right now I'm giving it all kind of motions. You'll see after a while that the motion signal, okay, so it says that it's recording now. Now the recording that it's doing is not coming to this phone. Now I could turn on my screen recorder really quick so you could see, and I think I will. Well, I'll pull it down. Let's see. Let me turn it on so that could be added to this video, and then you could see It's still recording me because I'm moving around, but that notification is being sent to another device. So imagine that this was not my room. Imagine this was an office and I had a business, and this person has hacked into my camera to reroute the activity and the phone number so that while they're in there breaking and entering, I'm not even getting a notification. This is why this is important. Now, I'm just in a room, but someone else may have this camera for a more serious reason, or more of a, a reason. They may want to protect more stuff. Well, if you can reroute this camera using satellite and apps like WhatsApp and text free, then you really don't have security, because your vision of the camera is there, but the notifications have been wiped. See, it's recording again, but if I was to go into my app, these events are not coming to me. They're going elsewhere. So this is the issue with Roku. I definitely think it is a bunch of trash. I like the camera, the little it's very, it's very, I was going to use the word powerful, because it does have powerful capabilities, but that's not really the camera. That's the technology behind it. So technically, this camera with artificial intelligence, they're making the cameras look more and more like a robot to me, because of the square face, the imagery, and the capabilities. What they need to do is upgrade, upgrade, because that's on TV. They need to move this to a level of sophistication that you can actually pay for. So that means if this was a robot that I had in my house, I would redesign this robot to track the location of monitoring, to make sure that the IP address and the serial number of this address is not compromised at any time during the recording process, before there are any changes made to the system of Roku, to the IP address. All of that would have to get a third-party notification, and without a visual, or confirmation or tap from this location and on that device, it will not allow you to confirm. This assures that the person that is making the changes is actually at that address, and is actually at the address of where this device is. Simple, interactive, authentication methods can help keep your data secure and to keep you from having a security breach. Because like I said, what's the point in me recording this? And you see that the light keeps changing, but it's not giving the notifications to me. So you see that it says it's recording, and then in a second it's going to turn blue to show that it's not, once I be still. So in a few seconds, once it stops recording the motion, it's going to turn back blue. And that's going to mean that okay, there it is, that motion is stopped. When I do it again, there it is recording. Each time that comes on, I have it set to have a notification. Now, where those notifications are going, who in Pete's tornado knows? But the point of the matter is, if it has the ability to reroute sensitive data like that, it's garbage. So Roku's IT team needs to go back. The camera packaging is great. They need to work on the app and they need to link into an integrated system with this that not only does the IP address of the camera, the serial number of the camera, and they need to, if they don't have an IP address, they need to have one because you're going over Wi-Fi. So anytime you're going over Wi-Fi, you need to have some type of address or coding that identifies what is being hooked to it. So all of that needs to be location based. And once it's set. You can manually do it, but you must do it from the location of where it's set. Like, it won't allow me to make changes to my home office if I'm not at the office. If the camera is at the office, you have to go there. And then you have to physically press it and then, go through the process of confirming that it's you that want to make the changes. And then we want to, of course, put in two-factor authentication is crap, because I get two-factor authentications all the time, but they go to the other device that is sharing my IMEI number and my network. And so that is crap. Two-factor authentication is nothing. It's garbage. We need six-factor authentication to draw over two-factor, because two-factor is only doing from point A to point B. We need to be point A, point B, point C, point D, because of all the other information sources that connect to that one network. So you don't need to just secure the phone and the email. You need to secure the phone, the email, the device, the card. All of this needs to be secured because it's all interacting together. And this is why I move over again to saying that we need one system, because putting a system together that is only doing, one person is using this system, another one is using this. This is why hacking is so easy, because somebody's using Android, somebody's using Apple. But if somebody was using one system on either platform, it wouldn't matter. So this is what the problem is. And so I like my camera. I like, the use of it or the idea of it, but it is garbage. And so that is pretty much what I want to say for that matter, and what it does and what I see. So I just wanted to make that suggestion to you. That, everything from the Wi-Fi connection all the way down to like I said, the data, the content. This is everything. So have to be able to protect your content. So, Roku could easily open themselves up to a lawsuit about this. Why? Because if I took your camera and your security that in 14 days I'll be paying for this, it allowed somebody to put my face and my body and my bed in another part of the world where I was not, and you did not protect that, that's a problem. Welcome to America. All right, so that's my little spiel and tea. I'll be back later. Talk to you guys later. I just wanted to make this video today. I just woke up and this is what I chose to tackle today, but I'm grateful that I did. I really think that something needs to be done about this. So, we'll get to that later. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.